my third one after we're done here. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily. A little bit later today. That's all my fault. Had issues with my camera. There's always some issues, I tell you.
I have to adjust where I'm sitting every day.
You know,
every day.
The gremlins are coming in at nighttime messing with you.
This is scary.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, look. There's currently 877 active listings in Stanislaus County, and that's including single-family homes, townhouses, and condos. 394 pending sales. That's gone up about 44. Pretty cool, huh? And 2,215 closings since the first of the year.
Wow.
What's that going to put us? We're almost at 8 months, right?
Almost.
So we probably just go 8 months because there might be 2,216 by tomorrow. You're my mathematician.
You it looks like you're trying to figure it out.
I'm trying.
Okay, I don't know where my calculator is.
That's wrong. I multiplied it.
You need to divide it. My calculator's over there on the standing.
276, and
that's exactly the same.
Yeah, that last week we were at 277.
Yeah, we went down.
We went down.
Get out there and sell some homes, will you?
Hey, for the state of California, if you guys want to know, we have a whole.
Hold on, active was 600. It was at 600 and some active listing
last week.
No, right here on the screen.
No, 877.
Okay, what was it? It was 900.
It was 900 last week.
Yeah, so and nationwide we went up to 1,170. Mm-hmm. So we're new listings or active listings are dropping, and the pending's pretty much the same, right?
Yeah. Well, no, pendings have gone up by about 44. We were in the 350s last week, so we've gone up about 44. So if you take the 23 that dropped off the active listings from last week and put them in the pending column, some sales happened last week. That was good. It's good to see. And in state of California, oh my gosh. How many active listings do you think we have, according to Redfin?
140.
Oh, close. 117,809.
I meant 1,000, by the way.
I knew you did. And that puts us our median price per square foot. A pirate. Which one of you Scurvy dogs ate me parrot? At $468 a square foot, or a median list price of $755. So we've come down about $100,000 since the beginning of the year.
Wow. So what does that mean?
Not much.
Just smaller price houses.
Just smaller price houses are selling. The larger homes are sitting on the market longer.
Yeah, there's a $2 million listing up in Tuolumne County.
Whoa!
Yeah,
how long do they want to keep?
They got an open house on the 4th.
What day is that? That's Wednesday.
That's
Thursday.
Monday.
But Monday isn't Monday the 1st?
I don't remember. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So it'd be like Thursday next week, kind of like a broker's open.
Broker's open.
But she already had one, but it's another one. It's Betsy's listing.
It's Betsy's. I should drive up there. I've got to take my lockboxes off that Hershey Road listing.
Yeah. So right now, there's not. I mean, the stock market is and you got the bond market, which is the rates. So the 10-year sitting at 4.27. It's up about 2 basis points. Rates are actually just at par, not moving right now. So rates haven't moved much.
Okay.
So what's going on?
What is going on?
The Fed president, John Williams, had some comments and was interviewed on CNBC this morning. It was asked about Fed Governor Lisa Cook's firing and if mortgage fraud was a serious crime. Williams wouldn't answer and said that she has always had a lot of integrity. So Williams wouldn't answer that question.
Okay.
And then stated that Lisa Cook had a lot of integrity. This follows the KC Fed President Schmidt's comment that the mortgage application is too long and we should look to reduce it. I'm laughing.
Wait. Okay, go. Mortgage application is too long.
Yeah, this is his statement. He's saying, so this other KC Fed president, Schmidt, which is Schmidt,
a lot of integrity.
That was Williams.
Okay.
This is a totally different person. Come on. So Williams said that Lisa Cook, Williams wouldn't state the New York Fed president Williams wouldn't state that mortgage fraud was a serious crime, and he just stated that Lisa Cook had a lot of integrity. All right. Okay. Now, another Fed president, the KC, that would be Kansas City, commented that the mortgage application is too long and we should look to reduce it. It does not appear that many Fed members are taking mortgage fraud very seriously, or this act, which is a sad thing that when you're in charge of Fed and numbers like that, you should be above board. You shouldn't have this thing.
And what is the length of it? Good morning, my favorite auntie.
What's the link of it has to do?
No, what does the length have to do with mortgage fraud?
I don't look over here.
Yeah.
Look over there.
Yeah,
Don't look right here.
Yeah.
Look
I just set
here.
that building on fire.
No.
Oh, look at it glisten.
Oh, my knee's bothering me. Change the subject. That's
what
he
do you
was
think
doing.
of Lisa Cook? I think I worked out too hard.
She was very much integrity. If somebody has to state that, that's like, oh, you can trust him. So Williams was also, that's the original guy, was asked about the likelihood of the September 17th rate cut. He was still non-committal. He didn't say the Fed is restrictive. He believes it to be at whatever. So the long story short, a lot of nothing. Basically, the Lisa Cook situation is she did 2 mortgages 2 weeks apart, both primary.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody stating that it's not a big deal. The mortgage rate is the same on whether it's a second home or a first home. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
When did you last do a loan?
Yeah.
And it used to be very close. It used to be only like an eighth difference. And the cost wasn't that much, but it changed after the pandemic because they didn't want those anymore. And so they made it almost as expensive as a investment property through Fannie and Freddie. Anyway, so the long story short, everybody's looking at what's happening with the labor market. That if the labor market keeps showing that there is weakness, that's going to happen. The September rate cut's going to happen.
Okay. By a quarter, you think?
At least. Yeah. Some people are thinking a half. I don't think a half.
For a quarter, I will.
The consumer confidence came out. It fell from 98.7 the month before to 97.4. The labor market was about the weakness in the labor market. There's a lot of people saying that jobs were plentiful, and that was to the lowest level in March of 2021. So even though this went down, it's still a big number, 97. It's not like it's 50.
Right.
Some people are doing really well out there, and some people aren't doing really well out there. People have to pay their student loans. They're not doing very well right now, because they weren't expecting to pay those because they were told they were going away.
Well, yeah, that's a different party.
Yeah, the Mortgage Bankers Association reported the mortgage applications for last week. First, they said that the rates had remained unchanged around 6.625, which is about a quarter higher than this time last year.
Mm-hmm.
This is not me quoting rates. I'm just reading what they stated, so I don't get in
don't
trouble.
sue me.
That's not suing. It's
they'll fine you.
Yeah, or something. While rates were pretty stable last week, they have moved lower this week, closer to 6.5. I haven't really seen that. Depends on. Oh yeah, I actually saw that with I was doing a streamline refinance for VA, and it's even taken another 1 point off of that. That was what I'm doing that one for.
Wow.
Yeah. So it just depends on what, again, FICO score, LTV, all those things. If
risk.
Your risk base. I have some client who called me wanting to do a refinance, take some money out. I got them a second while back, but something happened where they weren't making the payments on time or something. It was somebody else's fault. And then they got an accidental late on their mortgage when there was transferred, which technically, if the loan is transferred during that period of time, they cannot call you late. Yeah. So I was like, you need to call the lender, because she had sent it out from her bank at this date and they didn't cash it till like almost 2 months later. That's not her fault. That's their
crazy.
fault.
That's her fault.
And so I told her, so go back and do that. Anyway, purchase volume rose 2% last week and was up 25% year over year. Refinances fell 4%. We're still up 19% year over year. There's going to be there's going to be a a measured refinance situation coming down the road for everybody who got these 7% interest rates and 7.5% and 8%, all those things in the last year. They're going to be hounding you to refinance, and I'm already gotten them because all my VAs they've been getting stuff in the mail saying you can do it now. They don't. And I'm like, they don't know when you actually closed and made your first payment, because on VA refinance, it's 210 days from your first payment that you can close, and you had to make 6 payments, but there's that 210-day waiting period. So that way they don't get taken advantage.
You might
again.
be able to do it now.
Well, I used to be those people. I used to send that stuff out.
I know
exactly what they say and how they say it. The problem is when people say you can skip 2 payments, the DRE used to really get on you. But since they're under the NMLS, I don't know if the same financial board's going after them, but you can't say skip because you don't skip them. You just, I got in trouble because I used that verbiage first, and then we did so much volume that someone turned us in, and they came back and says, you can't use this. I'm like, okay, how about you don't write a check for 2 months?
Did that work?
Fuck, that worked.
So all these people got picked up for robbing the grocery store. Well, he said I don't have to write a check for 2 months.
Well, I'm talking for your mortgage.
No, I know.
Yeah. That was a different way of saying the same thing. So you just have to look at.
That's allowable.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Hilarious.
Because that is truly what you're not having to do.
Yeah.
Because skip or miss actually states that it's not included in the refinance, right? You're not paying for it when in reality you are paying for it,
right?
But not having to write the check.
It's not coming out of your checking account.
Yeah, it made it to where it was the same thing.
Funny.
It's just the words.
Oh,
that's why attorneys, use certain words and when they're doing things, and that's the same thing we do in our industry.
To be crystal clear.
Yeah, I don't have much other than that. It was I've been working. I told you a while back. So I've been doing a lot of different things, and I have this thing called a pod, which is VA virtual assistants. But I have 40 hours with them a month, and they can do everything for me that I need done, like whether I want a funnel, this or that, whatever it is, a website created, you name it, they do it, and it ends up being about $17 an hour. So it's pretty inexpensive.
Yeah.
And now I've added. The problem was it also increased my workload, because then I have to get back to all these people doing all this work for me. Well, I have since added a person that's 15 hours a week through their thing to oversee all that. And so the problem with that is as you hand off stuff to somebody else, your workload doubles till they take it over.
Yeah, it does.
Because you got to show them, talk to them, explain to them. One of the things I'm doing is because I do so many podcasts and the way we're doing, I'm putting a system together because that was one of the things that I'm doing with my pod veteran course. That is, I just finally finalized it. They're getting it all ready to go live. And that was one of the things systems. Well, I needed that system in place. So they are taking over all that podcasting stuff and editing these, all the stuff that we do.
Cool.
Yeah, it will be. Talk to me in a month.
When you can relax.
Talk to me in 2 weeks.
Actually, in a month, you'll be so busy doing new loans.
Well, that too. That's what I want to be. I want to get back to exactly. I want to make it to where all the stuff I'm doing is streamlined, and the stuff I really enjoy doing, I can do, which is just talking to people, whether that's recording podcasts or clients who, need a loan.
Yep.
All right.
I like to talk to people who need to get rid of a house.
Or buy a house.
Which there comes a loan.
Yeah, I mean, and so everybody should, and this is going to come off wrong, but people should stop buying houses that don't pay buyer commission.
I agree.
Because if they did that, then they would start paying it.
Well, they'll come running and say we do need to compensate the buyer's agent.
Yeah, but if you list the property like some places do and don't care about the buyer's side, that's wrong.
Yep, I agree.
Because you're just shooting your client in the foot, not yourself.
Well, yeah, you're. Well, the seller's shooting themselves in the foot.
That's their client.
Yeah, that's their client.
But that is them. Oh, you know what? We won't worry about. How many of them had a conversation with them and said, "We don't worry about that. Well, they'll figure it out. We just worry about what you're paying.
Let them negotiate."
And again, everybody can do whatever they want because this is a free economy.
Yeah, it is. And it's a very smart business decision to offer compensation. It opens your door to many more buyers.
Yeah, because the buyers don't have that money. Most of them don't.
No.
And if you look at the affordability factor right now, since 21, you have to make $120,000 to buy a median price home. That's versus what the income has done since 21. The income so that's like a 80%. I don't know what that percentage increase is, but it's a lot. But they've only increased the average income, which is about $80,000 by 1.6% in the same period of time.
Not keeping him up.
No, it's not. So rates will do some, but it's not going to. So I think even if rates drop 2%, right, we're still not going to be in the threes. We're going to be in the 4.5 to 5s. That's still going to need $100,000 income.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, that just made me sad for the day.
Well, no, I had a client reach out yesterday, that they've been bombarded. I told you about VA stuff.
Yep.
And so I ran the numbers. It's almost $300 they'll save.
That's good.
Yeah. And then doing it, do it with no escrow title fees and no underwriting fees. They're only they didn't set up. He was disabled, so we didn't put the taxes in up front. You cannot impound a VA loan. That is correct. You don't have to at certain places. Some places will make you, other places do not. And we did that because
when you say places, you mean geological places?
No, I mean like lenders.
Okay.
Like myself and the companies we go through.
Yeah.
Which is unheard of. In the past, every government loan had to be impounded, but they don't have to make you impound the VA loan.
Wow.
So he 100% disabled. So he had to figure out with this tax account, people, the tax, what's that number going to look like, what their actual tax rate's going to be. That's going to take a few months. So I'm like, why do we want to put it in at the higher amount when you got to go to them and get it fixed? Once you get it fixed and we go to refinance you, then we'll set up your impound account. And that's what we're doing.
So, but 100% disabled veteran, no property tax, right?
Not necessarily in California.
Oh, California.
In other states like Texas and other places, there's none.
Yeah.
But in like Snohomish County, it was up to a certain dollar amount. Anything over that, you pay taxes on. I don't know what it is in Stanislaus County off the top of my head right now because I haven't had my third cup of coffee.
We'll need to ask Donna.
Well, the problem is I'm actually I was at the gym this morning.
Yeah,
normally I'm there earlier, but and it's anyway.
Well, I was at my post-op yesterday, and he says, "Hey, 2 more months, you can start working out." Nah, I can't wait 2 more months.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
It's like when I became president, and I needed
to walk,
and I needed which I started. I needed to lose 30 pounds. I only have 50 pounds more to go.
Well, if you can walk, just go walk.
Yeah,
and I was talking to somebody else because you lose the same amount of weight. Actually, you lose more weight walking than you do running.
Yeah.
So just go walk. You just go down the trail and back and hit 4. Get to 4 miles.
I did, and believe me, my ass is killing me.
Yeah,
I haven't used those muscles in a while.
Right, and that's like I've been increasing my cardio before I lift, which I wasn't doing for a long time. I do extra cardio later in the day. Now I do it before, and it's so much easier. One, everything's done.
Yeah,
when you're done,
which is nice.
And if I want to, then I can go swim in the afternoon. But it just depends on my day. Anyway, we're done talking about personal stuff. Let's get out of here.
We are. See you guys.
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll have more news tomorrow because we're going to have existing jobless claims and current and continuing and all that stuff. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Make it a great day.
Enjoy this week's best Wednesday ever.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye.